Cowboy Nation, rise up. This is not your ordinary channel. This is not your ordinary fan. And this is not your ordinary YouTube channel. I am Juan Johnson. And the 828, I am the biggest Cowboy fan, maybe this side of Texas, this side of North Carolina. But I want to say good morning to you. God bless you. Hope all is going well in you. Just want to talk about this. I want to talk about my team. In short, here is where we had them. Look at this. This is where we had them at the beginning of the fourth quarter. We literally had the Eagles by the throat. And before I jump into any of this, I want to say that I am encouraged and discouraged at the same time. Yes, I did anticipate this game. It was a little bit different. Hold on, just 1 second. I got to make sure. I got to make sure I drink me a little something. Hold on, just to wet my cowboy whistle. Before I jump into this, I want to say that again that I am encouraged and I'm discouraged. I'm encouraged because I think we had a chance. We literally had a chance, and you already know what's going on. You know that we didn't pull it out. The tale of two halves, if you will. And I'm going to give some shout outs, and then I'm going to give some not so shout outs. So I'm going to give you some information. And this is just purely from a fan's perspective. I'm not a pundit. I'm not a reporter. I'm just the not your ordinary Cowboy fan. I see I got somebody tune in. Like, share, subscribe if you don't mind. I'm growing my channel, and no, I haven't produced any content in a while. I just have taken some time off. But we're back in the swing. So you're going to hear it just from a fan's perspective. I just won't talk about the game. Anticipated it. And to be quite honest with you, I heard all the pundits, Cowboys are going to get blown away. And I was like to myself, well, who are we talking about here? We're talking about a team in the Eagles that were missing 5 starters. And I want to talk about, too, the spit heard around the world. Ooh. Y'all know. I don't know. And I'm a preacher. And I don't know. You spit in my face, it might be on. So I don't understand how Dak held his composure. But one of the ugliest things I think I've ever seen in sports. I hope he gets who is that? Jalen was Carter. I hope he gets whatever is coming. The nastiest thing I think I've seen in sports. But be that as it may, the Cowboys, my Cowboys, and if you are a fan of the Cowboys, you should be somewhat encouraged. I thought Brian Schottenheimer had an excellent game plan, and I think he executed it to the best of his ability. This was his first run as a head coach. And I do believe that we're 4 drops and many holds. Y'all seen it? Now, Ezra and Kenny Clark and who else was it? Ezra, Kenny Clark. You know that we're not going to get many holding calls. They're in Philly, so I'm just going to put them out there. One of my friends came on during the game, and he said, hold the tears. Stop your tears, save them for later. No, you all seen the game like I seen the game. Had it been fairly called, I think some of them scores where Jalen, the quarterback for the Eagles, was not mirrored, and I think that was a defensive mistake on Eberflus. If he had somebody to shadow that, and here we go. Here's the reason why I think we lost this game. So anybody want to know why we lost this game? I'm gonna tell you why we lost this game. We lost the game because you did not have a Jerry Jones. You did not have a game record. Every team needs a game wrecker. You need that one person who can change the game. You shipped ours to green pastures, and now you have a team full of I'm gonna say good starters, but you need that one player. But let me give you some encouraging information there, Cowboy Nation. Listen to this. Did you know that the quarterback for the Eagles was the leading rusher? That's got to be encouraging. So for a team that was giving up so many rushing yards, I believe that we only gave up what was 158 total rushing yards. Did you know that Jalen, whatever the quarterback is, Hurts? You know he only threw for 152 yards. Did y'all see this? Only 152 yards, 19 of 23. Dak, listen, you can say what you want to about Dak. Game manager, overhyped, overpaid. You can say what you want to about Dak. I think Dak had one of his better games coming out of the season for the first game of the season. I think he had a great game. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't, but listen, he can't catch the ball too. And I think that he did the best he could on a night where you're kind of putting everything together. So I'm encouraged and I'm discouraged. I'm discouraged because we don't have that game record. I'm encouraged because I think I seen in the Cowboys some potential. Williams had, if I'm not mistaken, 52 yards. Let me get that for you. Yeah, 54 yards, 15 carries. Miles Sanders. Miles, you got to hold on to the ball. And these are the fundamentals, y'all, that go back to Pop Warner, that go back to Pee Wee, that go back to Mighty Mike Midget, if you're from our area. That was what we in. And when we had what's called the county fair, you learned the fundamentals, holding on to the ball. Let me say, what if? When the lightning struck at 4:44 in the third quarter. What if he holds onto the ball and we score like we had been doing? This offense has a chance, y'all. We did not get blown out of the water. So I don't care what the pundits will say right here in the next 7 hours, 8 hours when they come on national TV and start talking about our Cowboys. We didn't look bad. I'm encouraged, but I'm discouraged because we don't have an owner who wants to win now. You don't give away your game wrecker. You keep him. You pay him whatever he needs to be paid, and then you go on, lick your wounds, patch up relationships, and you go on, and then you come into this situation where I just believe that we were 4 catches, CD Lamb. If you're gonna be a star, at the star, you gotta play like a star. Period. And you kept seeing him at the end of the game where he kept doing like this. He kept putting his hands on his chest. That was him saying, "My fault. You've been in training camp making all these super duper catches on your team, and then when you get to the actual game, now he had 110 yards. I think he had what 7 catches, 110 yards. Listen, great game. CeeDee Lamb is pinnacle, top 5 in the NFL, in my opinion. But whenever the game's on the line, if you want to be a star at the star, you got to play like a star, period. And I don't care what the situation. You get paid millions of dollars. As a matter of fact, you get paid top tier money, CeeDee Lamb, to make those catches. Make those catches. Listen, and this is just a Cowboy fan talking, just talking casually. I'm really not upset. I'm going to hear it from the pundits. I'm going to hear it from my loved ones. I'm going to hear it at church on Sunday morning. I know what's coming. But to be quite honest with you, for the beginning of the season, I didn't expect even all the junk I talked, and I did talk my junk because I'm not going to back down from nobody. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I ain't backing down from nobody. Y'all know me. I'm a diehard. Whether we win or whether we lose, you're gonna find me making content on my channel. Listen, I don't back down from nobody, and I'm not gonna talk defeat. Defeat is not even in my mouth. But I do understand that when you have a new concept with a new coach and new players, just got Kenny Clark 2 days ago. Listen, Some things take time. It's a process. So I kind of understand Jerry Jones in that aspect, wanting to build with pieces. However, you do need a game wrecker. And the Cowboys shipped their game wrecker off. L4, L5, whatever, talking about with his back injury, whatever that is. Um, I just believe it's sound bites after the fact. So um, I'm encouraged. I like the way it's trended. I think that Schottenheimer, I think he coached a great game. Eberflus, this is the coordinator. I think he made some adjustments. I just think they got gassed. I just think it's the first game of the season. Listen, and without the camaraderie of being together through the whole, all the distractions during the preseason, and training camp, all the distractions. Where is your team mentally? So for a Cowboy fan, I'm not upset. I'm disappointed we lost, but I'm not upset. I'm actually encouraged. I'm encouraged because I see our team. I see the potential. However, if you're going to act like a star, if you want to be the star, you got to catch passes like a star when you play at the star. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Listen, want to see you next week. Cowboy Giants. Giants are coming into town. Got a wonderful show for you next week. I'll keep producing content through the week. Got a special week coming up. Not your ordinary Cowboy fan. Check me out on YouTube. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out. Listen, you can follow me on Restream.io. You can follow me on X. Juan Johnson. You can follow me. Not your ordinary Cowboy fan. We are on YouTube. We did lose. It is what it is. But and this is the way I should have started my show. This is the way I should have put it down. You can't act like you're not ordinary, and then whenever the cream rises to the top, you don't come and bring your A game. I don't care who you are, especially when you've been through the whole training camp. Get your mind right, Lamb. Get your hands right, Lamb. I think Dak played not a great game, but a game well enough to win it. This was ours. Let me go back to my graphic. Let me go back to my picture. Let me go back and let y'all see. Let me go back and let you see where we had them. This is where we had them. We had them right here. We had the defense. I want you to think about something. This is the same team that rolled over uh, Patrick Mahomes, steamrolled this team. Y'all, do you realize that we only lost by 4 points? And I believe without the turnover, without the fumble. Um, uh, uh, oh my goodness. Miles Sanders, and this was me. I was hoping that we kept Miles Sanders because Miles Sanders played his butt off in the preseason. Y'all saw that so much so that they had to let what's his name, little running back, Deuce, yeah, Deuce, yeah, to let him go and kept Miles Sanders because he's producing. And you seen the run, y'all, against his former team, and just protect the ball. Oh my goodness. Not upset, encouraged, disappointed, but nevertheless, if you're gonna play for the star, you see the star. Y'all see it right there behind me. Oh, I got way more than that. You're going to be at the star. You're going to play for the star. You're going to act like a star. You got to be the star, and you got to rise up. Cream rises to the top, baby. You got to come on up. So, Lamb, it's on you. It's on you, man. Not your ordinary Cowboy fan. I'm Juan Johnson. Like, share, subscribe again. We thank you for tuning in. Until the next time.